update. The car of a Faulkner County woman who was kidnapped and murdered was found. Police say it was burned sitting on a dead-end road in Pine Bluff. Authorities had been searching for it since Elvia Fragstein disappeared July 7th. 18-year-old Takori Mackerel and 16-year-old Robert Smith Jr. are charged with kidnapping and theft. So far, they are not charged with murder, but we are told more charges are likely. A breaking news update for you. 2 teens are in jail facing murder charges. Sherwood police say they found 46-year-old Regina Jackson shot inside of a home on Monday. Police say portions of a 911 call about the shooting hint that it might have been a robbery gone wrong.
Shot her. Is he tried to rob me? Is he still there?
No, he ran. I popped at him.
Police say witnesses played a crucial role in the case, giving officers a description of the getaway car. Then an alert went out. After a chase ended in Little Rock, police arrested Martio Nash and Zariak Oliver, both 18 years old. They are facing capital murder and aggravated robbery charges in connection to the shooting.
We got to do better. It's too much violence. It is too much.
4 men are charged in the murder of a 14-year-old boy. The mother of the teen is talking about the arrest for the first time. Sincere Alexander was shot several times in his father's Pleasant Point apartment nearly 1 year ago. And last week, Little Rock police announced 4 men were charged with capital murder and aggravated robbery. Sincere's mother speaking out to Fox 16's Mitch McCoy about the arrests.
I had been thinking about what I would do when I got the news.
Last week, Angelia Johnson received an email nearly 1 year in the making.
All I could do was cry and thank him.
Detectives told her that 4 men would be charged for killing her son, 14-year-old Sincere Alexander.
My child trusted these people. They've kept my child. They've been around my child. One of them even stayed with my son's dad.
Angelia says she knows all 4 men, 2 of them personally, including 42-year-old Makita Mitchell, who was in jail when Sincere was killed, but faces capital murder and aggravated robbery charges.
This is the same names that Sincere told me 3 days after he got killed in one of my dreams.
Sincere's mother says she's always imagined what the day would look like when she learned of arrests.
For that 1 minute, me and my sister, like I said, was hugging and just really excited. But then the next day, of course, you know, I couldn't even breathe.
For Angelia, it's hard to understand why some of the guys Sincere would consider friends would allegedly take his life.
In my heart, I want to believe that nobody really intended for my child to get killed.
And that was Mitch McCoy reporting. Johnson says she is now preparing for not 1 trial, not 2 or 3, but 4. While many believe violent crime is up in Central Arkansas, the U.S. Attorney's Office of the Eastern District of Arkansas says the number of indictments on gun-related charges for repeat offenders has doubled in the last year, and we're only in July. They've been working with local law enforcement agencies as part of a federal program to identify people who have been problematic and get them off the streets. The goal is to make the community safer while showing criminals that more severe consequences are in place.
I want it to cost them something, and if it costs them time, that's something.
Between the local jurisdictions and the federal government, whichever one can get the longer sentence will end up taking the case.
A Central Arkansas woman sentenced to life in prison at 16 years old is a free woman this morning. Investigators say LaQuanda Faye Jacobs shot and killed 17-year-old Kevin Gaddy, who was her classmate. Jacobs was convicted of capital murder in 1993, but was retried after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled it's unconstitutional to sentence a teen to life without parole. Jacobs was resentenced to time served. She is now 43 and still proclaiming her innocence.
I'm hoping to be a success story and, you know, giving other people hope and letting them know that being in prison doesn't define me and who I am.
Jacobs and her attorney will soon argue her innocence to the governor and ask to have her murder conviction overturned. The Pulaski County Prosecutor's Office says it will object, adding that prosecutors are disappointed that Jacobs has been released. Still to come.